All right, rain's finally letting up. Time to get fired up, baby. Sorry about that. I was getting pretty bored in my truck, but the heavy rains have subsided. I'm only going for big, fat, chunky, thick, morbidly obese tog. I'm not going for small little keepers and stuff like that. I want a freaking tank, dude. So that's the goal today. I'm gonna start here. If these pilings don't produce, I got a couple other spots kind of around this area I'm gonna try. I got like 3 quarts of crabs with me, so I got plenty of bait. So I'll be out here for a while, see what I can do here. It's a little snotty out right now, not terrible. A little bit of wind, a little bit of rain, but no, I've been in worse. It's really not that bad. If I angle myself like this, right behind the piling, I'm kind of sheltered. So I'm gonna be doing that. There we go. There's a fish. Definitely not a big one. But finally a fish. All right, on the board, on the board. Get out of here. All right, on the board, but we gotta add about 8 pounds of that fish. That is not what I'm after right now. That was a tog, that was a tog, that was a tog, that was a tog. There we go. There we go, finally. I'm gonna foul hook this guy. This feels like a straight foul hook. No. And that's a decent tog. Ow, 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 oh God. That was not good. It's a keeper, but not enough to really, it's probably like a 3, maybe 4 pounder. Step in the right direction. But we're gonna let him go. Jesus, dude. I can't get over how like thick those fish are. This thing is freaking meaty, dude. Oh boy. Oh boy. My drag. That was an absolute fail right there. I forgot I had my drag wicked loose. I was fixing something, but by some miracle, I was still able to set the hook. I don't know how that happened, dude. Oh, what's up, bud? Kinda got him under the chin. Come on now. There he goes. Yeah, I was fixing something with my line. So I had my drag like wicked loose. Forgot about it. So that hook set was pretty much straight drag, but I was still able to catch him. That was surprising. That was, I don't even know if that was a keeper though. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. That was a tog. That was a tog. There we go. That's a good fish. That is 100% a good fish. There we go. There we go. There we go. That's a good tog right there, man. Nice. Got a nice fat tog here, man. Probably like 22 inches at least. I'm gonna keep this guy for sure. Hooked him really good. There we go. There we go. Why is my drag so loose? This is a weird angle to fight him on the side like this. Oh, he's on the piling. Ah! Jeez, jeez, jeez. My line's getting so frayed. Oh, that was a fail and a half. And it's a scup. Foul hook to scup. I don't even know what. I'm sorry, I'm really tired right now. My commentary is probably complete crap. I have hooked a blackfish. That's not a bad tog. Alright, you know it's gonna be a good day when you find a pineapple, baby. That's good luck right there. It's a good luck pineapple. No, no, must catch pineapple. Come here. It's a good luck pineapple right there. Oh yeah, catch an absolute tank today. Oof, that's a pretty destroyed pineapple. Well, I've caught it, now I'm gonna let it go. We interrupt tog fishing to bring you some kind of activity that's going on over here. Yep, that was a big splash. We got something going on down here. There's fish splashing. I have no idea what they are. But the birds, oh baby, oh yeah. Let's go. Oh, can't get there fast enough. These fish are moving fast, man. So did you hear that snap right there? Here, let me play it for you again. That was the sound of the chain breaking on one of the fins of my pedal drive. I knew immediately something was wrong when it happened. I actually thought the fin itself snapped in half, but I was so fixated on chasing those fish and catching them that I was like, well, I still have one good fin, I'll just limp my way over to those fish, which is a terrible idea. The second something breaks on your pedal drive, take it out immediately and stop using it. You're just gonna make it worse. I don't know what these are. Might just be some bass blitzing. Oh, those are Albies. Those are Albies. Those are freaking Albies, dude. Busting right in front of me. I saw one clear the water. Come on, come on, come on. Right in front of me, right to my left. Yeah, Albies busting right behind me, behind the shoulder. So here's a pretty cool shot right here, man. You can see these Albies actually breaking the surface pretty much like a foot away from my kayak. This is a really good opportunity to hook up with them, and I'm still looking back, a little frustrated I didn't get one. And if you look closely at this angle right here, you can actually see bait jumping out of the water as an Albie chases them. Man, it must suck to be a bait fish, dude. Pretty much everything is out there to get you. And looking back at this bait looks really small. This looks like bay anchovies if I were to take a guess, which are no more than an inch long. So when Albies get on really small bait like that, sometimes it makes them picky. So, you know, maybe that was part of the reason I wasn't hooking up, but, you know, I just was flat out not prepared to run in these fish, which was completely my fault. Right there. Well, as you can guess, that second snap is my pedal drive breaking further. You're gonna see me try and like paddle around chasing these Albies, and I actually like flip it around and try and go in reverse for a little bit, which is just, I'm looking back and it was just so stupid. You know, with the wind kicking up and everything, and with a broken pedal drive, just do the smart thing, take it out and go back to shore. Not really smart on my part, and I just made things a lot worse. So, you know, lessons learned, but when something breaks, stop using it immediately. Alright, here's the situation, because I probably wasn't making too much sense when those Albies were around. I don't know how this happened, but I busted this wire or chain. I don't know pedal drives enough to know what part it is, but I busted it. So I have no pedal drive. The wind is starting to pick up right in my face, but I know there's Albies around. So I'm going manual with the paddle and seeing if they pop up again. I know they're gonna pop up in like 20 minutes or so. I'm really trying to get one because I freaking broke my pedal drive coming out here to get them, so I want to at least get rewarded for my efforts here. It's been right around this area they're popping up. I had like some good shots at them, man, but they would not hit the pink epoxy jig. Yeah, right here's the problem, man. I freaking broke the cable to the chain. The fins themselves are fine, it's just that one cable I busted. I'm trying to think if there's any kind of way I can jerry-rig this, but there's really not, man. This thing's beat to shit. It sucks, dude. I just discovered if I flip my drive around, it will partially work and push me backwards, so I'm gonna pedal this area going backwards for a little bit. This is turning into a nutty outing, man. The wind's only supposed to get worse too. I feel like I'm in that scene in Talladega Nights where he's racing backwards, still comes in first, going head up with the guy in reverse. This is freaking ridiculous what I'm doing right now. All right, man. Well, I'm back home after what I would call a borderline disastrous trip. I didn't get the big Tautog I wanted. I had a pretty catastrophic equipment failure out there. My pedal drive shit the bed. Who knows how much that's going to cost to replace, or if I can even get back out on the water this season. And to add insult to injury, I had a school of Albies come right up to my kayak and laugh in my face. So, looking back, pretty demoralizing trip, man. But that happens. You have bad days of fishing, and when you add a boat or a kayak to that equation, you know, unforeseen circumstances can take the fun out of fishing, and that kind of happened today. I'm pretty bummed out about those Albies, man. That was the first time this season I had that volume of fish that close to my kayak. There were probably, I would guess, about 50 Albies in that school just busting. They were well within casting range. I had a couple of good shots to hook up with them. And I'm thinking back on why I didn't hook up, and it's pretty much entirely my fault. It was a lack of preparation. I was not prepared to target those fish, and that's entirely my fault. You should always be prepared for any species of fish you want to catch at all times out there. I mean, I was primarily tog fishing out there. I only have one setup currently for the kayak, one rod and reel, so I had a big, heavy, I think it was like a 50-pound fluorocarbon leader on there. It was short, and I had a tactical clip tied at the end of it. And honestly, that's like the opposite of what you want when targeting Albies. I mean, ideally, I would have had like at least a 2-foot or a longer leader that was thinner and less noticeable, and I would have had a lure just tied directly on there instead of a tactical clip. But it was a lack of preparation on my end, and because of that, I watched these fish bust next to me, and I couldn't hook up. I only had one lure available, too. I had one pink epoxy jig right next to me, so I just immediately threw that, and maybe they didn't want that day. I didn't have enough lures out to experiment, and of course, my pedal drive breaking right as I roll up to them, that was the icing on the cake, so I was just, destined for failure. That's how it goes. Lessons learned. Next time I'm out there, I'll have a leader ready to go that's more suited for Albies, And ideally, hopefully by next season, I just have a second setup on board that I can just strictly use for those finicky hardtails. But yeah, man, those fish suck. I caught one earlier today off camera, but it took me a million casts to get them. They're just a picky fish on most occasions. I've really yet to run into them when they're just hitting anything and one after the other. I've just been getting them onesie twosie. But that's honestly, hardtail fishing's not my strong suit. But yeah, conditions are looking pretty nasty the rest of this week, so I'm going to get back into shore fishing. Really have not been finding those crazy blitzes I've been seeing in August. You know, it's October now. I'm expecting the shoreline to be blowing up with bait and bass, but I'm really not seeing it yet. But I think it's a matter of time. The weather's getting colder every day. I think it's really going to blow open soon, hopefully. But we'll see. Taking a break back from kayaking, taking a break from blackfishing, do some fishing in a new context from the shore, maybe some chunking too, so some variety coming your way. So stay tuned.